Nice.
Hi, guys. Yeah, I felt like going nostalgic.
Yeah, that's a throwback. That's a throwback.
I love that music I picked for that thing, too.
Yeah, it fits so well. Yeah,
Well,
that's
thank
cool
you.
to see.
I still got it. Okay, let's see. I need to go to chats.
Somebody's burning something out there. Doesn't smell like wood.
Does it smell good?
No.
Oh.
Smells like they're burning stuff they shouldn't be. I'll say hi's while you're getting set up there. Stephen P was here early with the testing 1, 2, 3. And Mikey Mike says, hey, yo. Scotty the Fish Freak. Joseph Stanley, 678. 5678. 5678.
Survival.
Schlemizel, Schlemazel. Hassam Pepper Corporated.
We're gonna do it our way. I was too young to understand what they were saying, but I watched it all the time. I love Laverne and Shirley.
I did too. I always loved Laverne and Shirley. Sandy Dowdy, what's up, Sandy? Hi, Joe Stan. I did not. He asked if I got any rest. I did not. I'm tired. I was so tired. I just got something to eat and cleaned up a little dishes, and that was it. And Brandon left today. Brandon had to go home today, so that's always sad.
No.
He'll be back. I said it was in 3 months, but I was wrong. It's November. He's not going to be back till November.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
I mean, it's missing one of the family members, but he'll be back. Carlos Diaz came in.
Oh, hi, Carlos. I got a mosquito bite right here on my side.
So itchy.
Oh, I hate it right there.
And I have to say thank you to Carlos for the email. He also, but it was in relation to you too. He was just talking about how much he enjoys the Thursday night stream with the three of us on your show, on your channel. He just loves, because he has stuff in common with each of us, and he really enjoyed watching it. Always makes his face hurt.
You know, I got my not Pop-Tart, Pop. Maybe they're just called Pops. I got my Pop downstairs. I need to bring it up here.
What Pop?
The Pop that Carlos gave me.
I don't know what it is.
It's a Doctor Strange.
Oh, Funko Pop.
Yes, the Funko Pop. That's what they're called.
Okay, I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Gosh.
I don't have a Doc Strange one. I have a Walter Payton one.
Oh, yeah? I want to see a Walter Payton one. My mom loves... Oh, no, not Walter Payton. She loves Payne Manning. Nothing to matter with Walter Payton.
Well, your mom can go to hell.
She loves the other Payton. I don't think she even knows who Walter Payton is.
I believe he was named after him, but his name is spelled differently. But his dad, Archie Manning, was a friend of Walter's. And I don't know if that's true or not. I just always heard that, even though the name is spelled differently.
But my mom was... Okay, my mom likes to pick a pretty boy and root for him throughout his career, so it's normally a quarterback. So just yesterday, she was saying, well, I hope that Baker Mayfield has a good year like he did last year, because she measures it by how many commercials he does.
Oh, gotcha.
We don't watch Cleveland in this house, so...
Yeah, here either. Actually, I don't hate Cleveland. But
yeah, I don't hate them either.
But at least they're in the AFC for you, so...
Yeah, but
Debbie Holding came in, and Patty and Matt and Aquaballs.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I thought I was wearing
I think I got everybody so far. I have another. There is another. Oh, I don't know where it's at though. I have another pop. I have a whole bunch of Funko Pops, but they're out on the where my comics are. But I do have another one in here somewhere.
I kind of have one Funko Pop behind me, I think.
Huh.
Oh, I guess it's not a Funko Pop. I don't know what this is. I thought this was like a plushie Funko Pop.
Fabricatics. There's a stickers over the part of it. So Fabricatics. CJ Black.
But it's
Joe Stan Cleveland Rocks, Ohio.
So I bought Guido. They had all of them at the store, but I just like, you know what? I'm going to give Guido some respect. Or Guido. Guido. Get in the window or I'll shoot you.
John McKenzie says nobody likes the Chicago Bears, even though their jerseys are often among the very top selling in the nation. And they travel very well. They go anywhere, and they have a lot of times they would come to places. Well, now in their defense,
I have a Chicago Bear shirt.
The Cardinals had just moved to Arizona. They didn't have a big fan base at the time. Every time the Bears came to town,
Cardinals
they had the home field advantage. I'm sure that's changed by now, but that was way back like in '88 when they first came to town.
We hate the Cardinals. Hi, Brooklyn.
I still root for the Cardinals a little bit.
As long as they have that GM, I will hate them forever.
Why? What did he do?
He took them out of St. Louis, and we were selling the place at a 65% capacity for a team that made the playoffs like one time in 2 decades.
Bidwell.
I
think he's dead, though. It's his son or somebody else who carried on.
Good.
And they're from Chicago originally. They were the Chicago Cardinals. They played in Wrigley Field.
That's awesome.
For a long, long time.
I believe the Cardinals baseball team was also in Chicago, and they were the Browns?
Don't think so. Cubs, because the Cubs have been there since like 1903 or something like that, 1905.
Yeah, but Chicago's so big, they may have had more than one team.
They've had the White Sox, which were the White Stockings back then, and they had the Cubs, who've always been the Cubs.
Cardinals' original team.
It's possible. Maybe they came from Cleveland, because a lot of the football teams glommed on to the baseball team names.
The Cardinals have had 3 names. They were originally the Browns in 1892. Then in 1990, they changed to the Perfectos. And then 2 years later, they decided that's kind of stupid and went with Cardinals. But maybe they've always been in St. Louis.
Perfectos. Well, I know like the Braves are originally from Minnesota. I feel like that's right. Like they were the Minnesota Braves, and then they went to Washington, and then they went to Atlanta. I could be wrong on that. Lunatic Friends, what's up, Chewy? Let's see, who else? Ben Backstrom, hello. Joe Stan wanted to know about the safely thicken your blood.
The thing is, the blood thinner I take is called warfarin, and I have to take it because it makes sure that my mechanical valve in my heart doesn't clot. Like any blood sticks to the metal, and then it won't stick and clot to it. So it's very important that I always take it. So I can't ever stop, and I have to take it at 8:00 every day. Like before Bob Kaler's show on Sundays, my alarm always goes off at 8:00, and I run and grab a pill, and that's why he's almost always like a minute or two late, because I always forget to bring my pill with me. But it gives Susie a second too to rest too, because she just goes from her channel to his.
Yeah.
But I just have to make sure I don't eat anything green right now. No leaves, no vegetables, because that's filled with vitamin K, which makes your blood clot less. And so I'm going to stay off that and wait instructions from my blood doctor, who it did not call today.
So right now there's no timeline or anything. You have no clue when anything will happen.
No, and I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
But boy, this thing is so cool, because at least when I was in the hospital all day long on, is that Friday?
That's so messed up. Yeah. I don't get why you were there all day if they...
Well, I think they were still debating, because a 3.5 is, they'll do a surgery right up to 3 standardly.
Yeah.
And that 0.5 is such a minute number, but they just decided not to. But it is such a weird little thing. It's about, it's about the size of that.
Jeez, I wish I knew who was burning stuff.
And it's a little silver thing, and it has 3 little fish hooks in it. like they look just like fish hooks. It looks like a fish weight or something. And they stick it in the inside of my heart. And they said your skin of your heart will grow over it. And it just stays inside your heart. And in 14 years, the battery wears out, and they'll just stick another one right next to it. They don't pull the old one out.
You'll just always have that little lump.
Yeah, and hopefully I don't get shot right there because it might explode.
Or maybe it'll deflect it back out or something. You'll get lucky. Just that 1 in a million.
Maybe it'll deflect.
Jeremy came in.
Awesome.
Joe Stan also said maybe that's why I bleed so easy. I eat a lot of veggies. And there's Peplin.
Yeah, anything green is pretty much vitamin K loaded. But, I mean, that's good for people with bad cholesterol because it helps not cholesterol and that crap inside.
I love leafy greens. Like, we'll get frozen spinach. In fact, I'm supposed to eat one of those. I was supposed to eat one for lunch, and I had corn dogs instead. I was supposed to eat the bag of spinach, but I'll just take the spinach, put it in a pot, just steam it just a little bit, and just a little bit of butter and salt and pepper on it. Just eat it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, they said definitely do not do spinach. Spinach is like one of the highest. Hey, Robert from Ray's Aquatics.
Yeah, Robert, what's going on?
Oh, guess what I got yesterday?
I have no idea.
Beaver nuggets at Buc-ee's.
Well, nice. Congratulations.
They're building a Buc-ee's only 40 minutes from my house.
Only 40 minutes? You're going to be going every day.
It's in the mountains. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
It's probably 20 miles away, but it's through the mountains north of me, and it's really a headache. I don't know if I will or not.
Yeah, once in a while, you'll have to go that way.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Brooklyn Bell says, Joseph, I was going to say hot as blah, 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 but I just checked. It's 90. It says it feels like 97. The high is for 92. Matt said, I think you forgot shot in the heart. The least your problem is going to be your pacemaker.
Shot in the heart is not my problem because I've got a pacemaker. That sounds terrible. That's a horrible song.
We had another. I can't share it here because it's inappropriate, but we had other lyrics for that song. Let me think. The last line is, your little boy has my last name. Shot in the heart, Bon Jovi, right? Mm-hmm. Your little boy has my last name. But there's a very inappropriate part that goes in front of it. That's hilarious. And I wish I could share it because it's funny. But yeah, we'll upset people. Patty wants to know, how does that explain all this pineapple juice consumption?
Does pineapple juice got a lot of vitamin K in it?
I don't know. When I think of people,
maybe I had some pineapple juice. Okay, we're going to ask because if pineapple has a lot of vitamin K, oh man, I'm in trouble.
Spinach, corn dogs. Well, I shouldn't have ate the corn dogs. I should not have.
Does pineapple have lots of vitamin K in it?
Brooklyn said, Ed, I'm glad to see you're doing okay. I've been worried about you. And there's Bob Kaler. He says, Buc-ee's rocks. Uh-huh. I don't know if he said hi to Debbie Holding. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
It is beautiful here today. It's just a tiny bit overcast, but there's a great breeze. It's beautiful.
Okay.
108 in Texas today.
It's 87 here, and it feels like it's 70 because my blood is thin. That's a weird thing. It's like cheap air conditioning, guys. When I went to the show with Bob and Ginger to Atlanta, I was freezing my butt off, and I was thinking all these fish are going to die that are on the tables. And then Bob said, it's because your blood's so thin. And yeah, man, that's it. And I mean, it's like humid, and I'm in the sun porch with the windows down and having no problems. Okay, so pineapple has 1.36 K, or vitamin K. Let's see what a dose of spinach has.
Plushy, what's up, Chris?
How much K is in spinach?
Chris says, glad to see you. Hope all is well.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't do anything to me. I don't even know how to look this up.
Peplin said he's got to go run and ship his fish, but he says not yours because he didn't get any stickers.
I know. And I was going to ask you today if you knew what Peplin's address was. But I was going to ask you off air so you don't have to say it right here.
Oh, no, I'm going to post it right now. Let me
All
let me go
right.
grab it. It actually says it's 79 here today, but it does not feel like it. It does not. And again, this never is very accurate because they don't take into account the microclimate that we have right here on the lake. And it is coming from the north, the wind. So I bet it's probably 75. It feels great. We got some 60s coming up for the highs.
Well, yeah, my hopefully I get the pacemaker really soon. But boy, I had a blast in Atlanta.
Okay.
It was super cool.
You were looking at me like I was supposed to,
We went to the meeting and met some really nice guys. And I always like it when they talk to people, and they talked to me. There had a guy named Paul.
That's a weird name.
His name was Paul. And there was another guy named Canada. Isn't that weird?
Was his name really Canada?
Well, it's like I think it was like Tim Canada, but I just remembered his last name. Or Tom Canada. But I figure if I remember either the first or the last name, I'm sitting pretty.
Yeah. At least you remember something.
Yeah, I've never met somebody with the last name Canada. And I was thinking, if my last name was Canada, I bet I would have made pro hockey player.
I believe there was somebody named Robert Canada who was.
Do you know how cool it would be to be in the Olympics?
Then he
playing in the Olympics for the gold against Canada as an American, and they have the name Canada on your back, and you score, and they say Canada just shoots and scores, and everybody in Canada would cheer, and in America.
I don't think it would work that way. I guess
all of North America would cheer when I scored because my last name would be Canada.
Oh, Robert Canada was in The Danger Zone as Reaper and in Wild Malibu Weekend as Vladimir Jackanoff. Oh. Jackanoff. That's what it says. That's not the Robert Canada I was thinking of, but that is a famous Robert Canada. I feel like there was another one.
This guy told me the whole genus of his name. He said how the name Canada started and how it advanced into Kennedy. And it was a really long 5-minute thing. and Canada, if you're watching, I loved every minute of it.
That's probably why you remembered part of it.
Yeah.
So Zenny came in. Bob said he had long sleeves and long pants and was fine. Poor Ed was shivering. PA Fish Preacher came in. Bob asked, how's your Severance?
Oh, the Severance doing great. I got a Severin for the first time in my life. Bob bought it for me in the auction. Okay, so I've been to a lot of club meetings in the past, in my earlier years. And whenever you see one big fish, it's normally somebody like it's the last one in their tank, or it's the bully, or they just want to shift fish around, or maybe they got a pair and it's getting beat up, so they need to get it out so the pair can do their thing. So I was like, Bob, let's see if I can get this for $1. And he said, oh, I was thinking about going $20 for it. And I said, it's all yours. Because, a lot of people just don't have room for a big fish. Well, so he bid $5 and then he gave it to me. So that was awfully nice. But it's still the smallest fish in my 200, but it's about that big. And my Cara, she's about this big. But it was really cute because they swam in circles around each other and just kept looking at each other. And then when
dogs smell each other's butts.
Yeah, but they were I don't know if they were debating if they should go to war or like each other, because she kind of turned threadfin Acaras can turn camouflage pretty quick. It's really cool because they get these big brown squares on them. And every time when I wake them up in the morning, they're in that camouflage, and then they brighten up. But she did that camouflage look. It was really neat. But then when I went to feed them, the Beischer laid on top of all the food. And I'm like, she never does that. I think she was like, there may not be enough food with a fourth guy in this 200-gallon tank.
Or didn't know how the other one's going to eat or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to hog all the food. It was funny.
Brookley says, thought you were getting a pacemaker a couple days ago. I was worried about you all weekend. Guess I heard incorrectly. Yeah, he was Friday, right? You went in. You were there.
I was there all day long. And the worst part, well, I don't know. I was going to say the worst part is them yanking the old one out. But the new one is going to go up through my leg and into my heart and then hook with like fish hooks into the inside of my heart. That kind of seems gross.
So they went ahead and took the other one out, though?
No.
Oh,
well, it's because the blood was too thin to clot.
Yeah.
That may have been more of the worry. That's a lot more surgery involved.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, my gosh. They shaved me more for this one than they did for my other one. She even shaved my armpit. I look like a bumblebee. And then they basically gave me a Brazilian wax downstairs, too. It's like, which side of the leg are you taking it from? We're just going to do both anyway. Oh, well.
You should join the swimming team. Keith Hanshaw came in. Bunny Viper, hello. Misfit, Brendan came in. And Aquaball says he just got the internet cable from the new Wi-Fi center tomorrow. I should have better internet connection.
Oh, I wish I could.
Lady Diane. Hi, Lady Diane.
Hi, Diane.
And Joe Stan. Sorry.
Joe Stan.
Joe Stan said, as long as you get it in good before Aquashella Dallas, everything's good.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be in the next week or so. But if they push towards the conventions, I'll just tell them they got to wait another week or two because we got 2 conventions back to back. We got the Triple Crown and Aquashella.
Yeah. And Patty said the jaundiced Ed is a turn on. We've all seen the puffer cosplay costume.
Thank you.
And Matt said that they probably thought Ed needed to trim the hedges and write off all the women.
Well,
Midnight Lobster. Go ahead.
If I went tubing, maybe the hair would keep the tube in place on my tummy.
It's like a gasket. Midnight Lobster said Ed's aerodynamic.
Yep.
Can you see the chat?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm telling you what I'm used to reading the chat to you.
It's totally cool. Well, I'm normally painting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's fun. Oh, well then we got to go to a master breeder's house and it was so cool too. Oh, and I got some baby Synodontis for $25 at the auction. And, they do their auctions different. They just I guess nobody is allowed to talk. They kind of do like a fancy auction where people just raise their things. Well, I even worked for an auction, okay? So, I'm used to yelling at auctions. So he said, who would give me $5 for these Synodontis? I said, 25! And there was like people that went, oh. and then the guy said, well, that's actually a good price. And I got it because everybody thought it was just terrible that I bid like that. And then I didn't do it anymore. But
I like the idea of just holding up the little paddle, just because when people are talking over each other this way, and I think you can see easier too.
But what's the point of waiting that long?
What do you mean?
When I know I want to spend up to $60, and he's going to go $1 by $1 all the way to $25, because he was going to go 5, then he was going to say 6. Who would like to go 7?
Yeah, but what if nobody else? What if nobody else did bid above you, and then you'd get him for 6?
Well, there was a guy who bid 10. I just shut him down quick.
You might have got him for 11. He might have been done.
Yeah. Well, the second bag came up. They started it at 25, and I said, sure. And then I said, I went all the way to 35, but it went for a bag. It went for $40.
So you got the first exact. They were exactly alike, and you got one for 25, and the next one went for 45.
I didn't get the other one.
No, but you got the first one for 25, and the next bag went for 45, and they were identical.
Oh, it went for 40. But yeah.
You probably scared the shit out of people. You were probably like you intimidated when you yelled, so they didn't want to bid against you. Well, no, that guy's gonna yell at me.
I was gonna buy the bag for $60 after the show, because that was part of the reason I went to Atlanta was to buy 6 of these little fish for $60. So I didn't have to buy them for $60. I got them for $25.
Nice. Oh, what's the name of the club too? That you?
Oh, it's the Atlanta Freshwater Club, and they're super nice. They have the fanciest pants place. Okay, the guys in Knoxville, they meet in a mansion. It's a old retired mansion that's downtown, and one of the caretakers of the place also, like, he works there, so they let him have the hall there. So I thought, well, that's pretty fancy. Get this, Georgia Pacific. It's the railroad down here in the South. Yep. Their headquarters is in Atlanta. They let them use their giant hall. I'll show you pictures. It's crazy, guys. It's so cool. They got a massive screen for them to show slides.
Sharpie came in. Bob said it's the Atlanta Area Aquatics Association.
Okay,
Joe Stan's going to pencil whip me.
That's a terrible photo. I didn't take any pictures from them back. Oh, well. It was cool.
Oh, Carlos says he just pulled his phone out of his pocket and said, I complained about something on you on YouTube. Oh, well. That's okay.
Hey, if you say anything, it ends up all being positive because it's people interacting with the channel.
It might have reported, like he might have because it was in his pocket, he might have accidentally reported it as spam or something like that. Or it's not a big deal anyways because none of it was. So there has to be at least a nugget of truth in there for them to take action on those kind of things.
I did fall asleep on the way back. It was like 9 o'clock when we were coming back, and I couldn't hear them very good in the front, so I was straining to listen, and that made me fall asleep.
So did you how is your stamina built back after do you find yourself getting tired or quicker after everything, or is it starting to bounce back?
I think it's been
a few months now. So
yeah, I think I'm doing better. Once we got all the way back got into the hall, and then Ginger wanted to walk all the way 4 stories down to the subway, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to. So I stayed up at the place instead of walking with the girl, which is probably mean. But oh well. Sorry. I was tired.
I knew somebody's going to say that. I thought it was going to be Patty, though. I thought Patty was going to, why are you asking about his stamina? And Joe Stan, he had me looking for pencil whip.
The last laugh, though, was on me. Because she brought back extra sandwiches for Bob and I, but she put mustard on them. So I couldn't eat them.
Gotcha. I just had a little mustard a little bit ago when I had my corn dog that was supposed to be spinach.
I was ordering my food for the Triple Crown, and it was pork or chicken or vegetarian. I'm like, no, thank you to vegetarian. And so I said, I think I'm going to do pork.
What was the veggie meal? What was it? Sometimes the veggie meals are good.
I didn't even look. At all. But I decided, well, let's just read what type of pork it is. And right away it says crusted, glazed, mustard, something. So I said, I'm going chicken.
I would have looked at the veggie. I mean, I like a steak once in a while. I like, but I also like a lot of the veggie stuff. I enjoy it.
I really like a good salad when there's a whole lot of meat and eggs and cheese on
it. What about a sandwich? Do you put lettuce on your sandwiches?
No.
Never here either. I don't like I like salad. I'll eat salad, but I don't like lettuce on a sandwich. Doesn't matter what kind of sandwich, I don't like it.
All it does is make it slippery. It makes a slippery batter or layer. Because if you put some mayonnaise on top and you've got that, it's just or you're good. I hate that. I want it all in one bite. But I do love a tomato on my sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I love tomatoes.
How about just a tomato sandwich?
I've had just a tomato sandwich.
Oh yeah.
But normally we do bacon and tomato.
What do you put on it? What else is on there? like the
With
condiments.
bacon and
Yeah.
just mayonnaise.
Yep. I don't put bacon. That sounds good. I mean, we have BLTs all the time, but
With the lettuce.
yep, that's the one place I'll have a
Oh, damn lettuce!
that's the one place.
I just want a BT.
But
B.
just a tomato sandwich with mayonnaise, and that's the only thing I like mayonnaise on besides potato salad, and a little bit of salt and pepper. That's it. That's it. You're all making me hungry. Are you caught up on Obi-Wan?
Do tomatoes have vitamin K? Oh, damn, they do. I don't know if they have a lot.
Avocado.
Okay. Well, how many Obi-Wans have been shown?
3.
I have seen all 3.
Okay. Still loving it?
Yes.
In the last one, no spoilers, but did you like seeing the one guy?
Yes.
I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
But I
You know what I'm
didn't like
talking
how
about.
he died.
No, that's not what I mean.
The bald guy, the Sith guy.
Yes. Oh, you mean like all right. It's too hard to not do spoilers. Well, wait
The
till
guy,
the series
he
is over.
wears a black suit with a
Yes.
red saber.
Now you're just giving it away.
I didn't like how he died.
You mean from the show, from the movie, like the carryover from the movie to show us the rest of that?
No, in the episode. One saber through the stomach was stupid.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing. Get out of the
Okay,
stream.
guys,
Don't spoil it.
help me.
Good.
How do I explain this any better?
I don't think we can. I don't want to ruin it for people. Well, let's just leave it alone. You enjoyed it. You're still loving Obi-Wan. Me too. Are you watching anything else right now? Any other geeky shows?
I am?
The Boys?
No. I've never seen The Boys.
It's good. You should watch it. You should give it it's very gory, incredibly gory, like over the top gory. Like people blowing up and stuff, and they show every little bit of it, and
But is that Amazon Prime or?
yes.
Yeah, I got to borrow it somehow from my sister.
Okay.
Because I buy everything off my sister's account, but I don't
Okay.
have it. I just call her and tell her what I want, and she just pushes the buttons.
Oh, well, she could, if you have a smart TV, you could still get it hooked up through her account if she'll let you. You can share,
That'd be
just like
cool.
you're doing with the other things. The Boys is good. Yep, I enjoyed it. I like that it does follow the books, but it's not perfect, but it's good. And the way they changed it is very acceptable. And they don't make any holes in the plot or anything like that. It's good.
I'm wondering if I just show a picture of the bad guy.
You know what you could do? You got your computer? Are you
Okay, I'm
are you
just gonna
streaming
do
off
this.
here? Yeah, I saw nothing. I saw nothing. Oh, okay. That's not who I was thinking of.
Oh,
I was
That's
thinking
what-
of the other. You described somebody else.
I know I did that on purpose to be mean. They're like the same guy, just one where it doesn't wear a helmet.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I really like that guy.
Why? I thought you don't usually like bad guys.
Well, I like him as an Inquisitioner.
Yeah.
I think I like, and you're right, I don't normally like bad guys, but I like to still have a cool big bad guy.
I like how they're filling in the gaps in the movies. You know what I mean? They're really giving us all that other
wonderfully.
backstory and filling in all the little nooks and crevices and
Amazing.
smoothing over. And yeah, I love how they're doing it.
And my mom, I have to explain everything to my mom. But she's so worried that Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to get caught stealing. Every time he puts a piece of extra meat in his shirt, she says, "Oh, I hope he doesn't catch him." It's like the guy can't do anything to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay.
That
Can I-
Obi-Wan at the time, I mean, it was weird how, again, we're doing spoilers.
I don't I don't like one aspect to the show. They've made Obi-Wan so incredibly weak. And think of
And that's where I was going to go. It's been 10 years. 10 years that he's not been using stuff, but it does seem like it's a little over the top.
Yeah, he has destroyed so many incredible top tier bad guys in his career. These Grievous could cut through all of those guys except for maybe Vader, and he beat Grievous. Yeah. Maul could have cut through all those guys, and he beat Maul multiple times.
I agree with you. I thought it was weird how weak they made him. I mean, he's bouncing back and stuff, but maybe there was just but 10 years doesn't seem like it would, because you would have to imagine maybe he doesn't even use the Force at all while he's hiding because he's afraid that he'll be found out even in his own home.
But I just think that he's prepared to use it to save Luke. So I think every day he would still be thinking, I'm going to have to kill an army of people to save Luke.
And Joe Stan says he's heartbroken.
What's he heartbroken about? All the people killed?
Yeah, but it's just weird how weak he's become. Like he's forgotten everything.
Yeah, I think he's even made him a little too pansy-ish.
But he's bouncing back. So
and Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars, in the original, the old man.
Yeah.
He could have kicked ass. There was no fear in that guy whatsoever.
So maybe after this point, maybe after this point, he goes back to that. Maybe this was just a down period and he's super depressed and
old man with his just chopping arms off. He could,
Jimmy P came in. Whips World came in.
Jimmy P in the house.
Dropping some Prince lyrics.
Oh my gosh!
I got to be rich to be my girl.
And I'm wearing purple today too. For Prince.
Yeah, why for Prince?
Because you just sang that song.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had a setup going.
Oh, I figured that was the whole setup.
I'm wearing my KG Tropicals today.
I'm wearing my Aquarium Co-op. Secretly.
Nice. I've never seen that shirt before, I don't think. When did you get that one? Was that like a special thing way back in the day?
It was. It was a special one that he had on Teesprings. He wanted people to wear this or get these shirts and then secretively help individuals that might need help. Like if people are at PetSmart and they're like, Mommy, can this swordtail go in with these cichlids, African cichlids? You could say, well, actually, madame.
That was a woman's voice. I thought it was a child.
Oh, well, I just figured it was just a little girl.
Eakins,
I never come up to a little girl and say, hello, little girl.
Good. That's creepy. A good thing. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not go to jail.
Hello, madame.
Eakin says, my thought is Obi-Wan disconnect himself from the Force. He has to be reconnected. I think we'll see him transition towards. Yeah, definitely. And that's a good point. That's a good point. Geek Boy.
I think Obi-Wan could cut through all of the Inquisitioners with his hands tied behind his back. Well, I mean, he'd have to hold the lightsaber in the air with his Force, but he'd probably do it. But he's a master of, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a stance that reflects all the hate back at someone. So it's like the perfect Sith fighting ability, where as they attack him, he parries everything back at him twice as bad. And that's how he's been. They said he's so good at taking individuals. But they have like different names for all the different fighters, and I don't remember them all. Or I don't remember any of them. I just know like Mace Windu was supposed to be, they thought he was going to be the Luke Skywalker. Or not the Luke. Well, yeah, the Luke, I think. Was it Luke or was it Anakin that brought It's Luke that brings balance to the Force.
Anakin was supposed to be the one to bring balance, and he actually did. I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, because the good was way overpowered.
I mean, when he got rid of sort of got rid of the Emperor. At least he got rid of the Emperor for a while.
But I don't like that faction of Jedis. They're like the Catholic Church. Nothing personal against Catholics, but they're kind of like a Catholic Church of Jedis where you're not allowed to marry and love and have families. You know, you got to be a priest to the thing.
Well, I think that was most Jedis, right? I mean, that was across the board. That wasn't just
in the original, or not in the original. Totally BS, not the original. What's it called? When Raven and all those. What's that called? The New Republic. No, not Old Republic. There were like two factions of Jedis, and there was also like Protestant ones that got married, and they had they believed that robots, if they lived long enough, could have the Force. And like in the Catholic Church group was very against robots gaining too much knowledge, and that's why they're always brain wiping them. But like R2D2 was just always alive for so long, he got the Force, even though he's a robot. And I firmly believe that like R2 is like a Jedi robot.
Well, he's integral to the entire story. I mean, he's always there. He's always in the middle of everything. He's like the the protagonist. You know?
Even when they try to wipe his brain, he keeps his memories. So, that's just. So I love the old canon of the Old Republic because, like, kind of like the Catholics wiped out the Protestants. But I mean, there just wasn't many Jedi left during the Old Republic. There's just Sith and Jedis everywhere.
Now everybody's going deep into the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. Well, and then none of the canon even matters anymore because Disney bought it all.
A lot of it's thrown out. Sharpie says, I prefer my Jedis drunk and philandering too.
Yeah. Makes it fun.
Yep, and there's all kinds of questions about it.
About the show?
Deep dive. All right, what else you watching besides
the Superman series?
Superman,
the TV show with the Superman and his boys. Oh my gosh, I love this show. It's Superman and Lois. They had twins, and it's an older Superman and Lois. So they're, I don't know, in their mid-40s. And they decide to move back to Smallville. And, well, I'm saying 40s because their kids are in high school. You know, that's probably a standard age for a parent in high school. I don't know. Definitely not 20s. So they're back in, they moved back into their farm in Smallville because they thought it'd be better to raise their boys, which could be not Force sensitive, could be Superman sensitive, whatever. And it turns out, very predictably, they have a jock boy and a nerd boy in the twins. And the nerd is the one
called?
That gets superpowers. I love this show.
Is it new? I don't know anything about it.
It's on its third season.
What's it called?
Well, let's just do the old Google thing. It's on that WB channel. What's the new Superman TV series called?
The last one I knew about was Supergirl, and I haven't watched.
It's called Superman and Lois. It started in 2019.
Wow, I am so out of the loop on that one.
It is. It's a great one. I mean, his brother's there. You can buy the first season for $14.
Superman and Lois.
But okay, I think this is the third season, but I think that the kids are just going on their sophomore year in high school.
I will have to.
But he just in the last episode, he told Lana that he's Superman, and it's so stupid because Lana has been his best friend since high school. And she just gets it. And I mean, she's seen Superman nonstop since Superman moved back to Smallville.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't even change the side of his part. He just wears glasses. And he comes flying without the glasses on. And she's like, I can't believe I never put it together.
Because you're dumb.
And he always has like a 5 o'clock shadow, Superman and the Clark. It's the closest Clark to Clark there is, you know? Oh, well. But
I'll have to give it a look. I was looking for something new to watch, and I don't remember that at all.
But what's so stupid is she gets super mad at Lois because Lois didn't tell her that Superman was Clark. Okay, that is so stupid. She's like, I'm not mad at you, Clark, because you're trying to save the world and you have to keep your secrets, and I understand. But Lois, you couldn't tell me your husband was Superman? I hate you.
What? Oh, is this on? You said this is on the CW?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why, because they do that with all those shows. I mean, Green Arrow was like 90210 Arrow. That's what I always called it, because it was just so. But the drama and the teenage angst is just over the top, and I still watched it, but I just couldn't get into it like I can other shows.
Well, that's why I'm making fun of that part. But I watch it for the bad guys and the fighting and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really enjoy it.
Sharpie says Disney screws everything up that came to fairy tales, right? I don't know. I think a lot of the stuff they've made recently is really good. I love the Marvel universe. I love the new Star Wars TV shows. I think I think a lot of it. Yeah,
I think in just the last 2 years they've turned into trash. But for the most part, I've loved everything they've done. But that's just me. Well, and it's not all trash. Like, what movie did I just like?
Wait, Obi-Wan. You said that you really like Obi-Wan.
All the TV series have been amazing.
Yeah. I still watch.
I mean, there's always a vibe that I don't like.
Pretty much, Eddie.
There's like this undertones that I don't like that they like to throw out that I think isn't necessary and is political. But I don't know. For the most part, I like all the TV series. Doctor Strange, I don't know a lot about Doctor Strange, and it weirded me out when he had the extra eye on his head, and I was disappointed that they didn't have. And this is, see, I love Doctor Strange, and I don't regret seeing the movie at all, but I was bummed out that they made the girl a bad guy, you know, and I was bummed out that we didn't see people that I was dreaming that I would see. That, like, I wanted to see old guys come back, and it's nonsense that there's no reason for them to bring them back. You know, it's just right here. You know, I just want Captain America back. I want Robert Downey Jr. back. You know, and that has nothing to do with Disney. That has everything to do with those actors not wanting to be actors. And so, you know, I was disappointed because of that. And and that's terrible. I shouldn't have been that way. And like when I go to a movie and I'm considering it's going to be horrible, normally I enjoy it quite a bit. Like The Immortals.
Yeah. Okay,
I thought The Immortals was going to be trash, and I really enjoyed it. It was really boring, but I really enjoyed it. I liked it.
Joe Stan says Scarlet Witch has always been bad in the comics, right? Well, no, she's been back and forth. I mean, she's played a bad person. I mean, the whole House of M run was really her as a bad person. She's a very broken person, though. She doesn't, you know, she's just. But she's been bad a lot of times, and she's been good a lot of times. So
same way with the White
that's
Witch.
why I didn't think it was that out of character for her to be a bad person in that Doc Strange.
Oh, I agree.
You know,
but I didn't like how it ended because she could have come back to being good.
And I mean, yeah, again, no spoilers for people, but you know, with the MU, who knows if she will come back?
Yeah,
different version of her, maybe from a different, maybe a good one from one of the other, universes.
if they bring somebody back, I don't want it to be her. I just didn't want her to go. But I mean, well, the White Witch though, she's always Emma Frost. She's been good and bad. She's more of a bad guy than a good guy.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. And she's a lot more fun to look at.
Well, even Magneto, you know, he's been a good guy, kind of.
Yeah.
Who is the other king in that series? The White Witch, the Dark Witch, the White King, and was it Dr. Sinister?
I don't remember.
It was, they made a four, you know, it was the two witches and the two king, or the White Queen. That was her name. It was White Queen. The king.
I'm drawing a blank.
Oh well, it was just probably a small run of bad guys during the X-Men series during the 80s.
Dee Dee came in. Hi, Dee Dee, and Fanaticals. Who else? Somebody else came in.
Hola, Dee Dee.
We got Sharpie.
Howdy, Sharpie.
We said hi to Eakins.
What is a nice way to say hi to somebody from England?
Hi.
Ahoy.
Oi. Oi.
Ahoy, Sharpies. John of Sharpies. And Fish and Phantoms.
It's gonna suck having Michelle. Ariel's gonna be really disappointed. I mean, she's gonna be really depressed for the next few weeks having Brandon gone. Speaking, you know, you mentioned UK people. This.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, ahoy, hoy.
You know,
always, you know, because we're missing a family member.
When Brandon comes back, can you ever ask him to bring things from England to give to you?
I mean, probably small stuff that can bring. I'm not sure what's going on this time though. He might be. I don't know how I don't know what their timeline is. I know they filed a bunch more paperwork this time. He's really close to being able to move over here for good. I just don't know where they are in the process. So when he comes back this next time, it might be for good. So he might be bringing a bunch of stuff. I know he is. When he gets home, he is going on he's going to go all over the UK and take a big road trip, which, I mean, it's the UK. It's not that big of a road trip. He's always amazed, you know. But he's going to go all over and see a bunch of stuff because he said that it was going to be his last time there. So maybe he's going to come to stay. Hello, Governor. Is an appropriate greeting.
Oh, that's good.
Said he.
Hello, Governor. That'll be our new Sharpie. Well, I was trying to think. What did Dick Van Dyke say to Mary Poppins?
This sounds like a joke.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, like a very inappropriate joke.
I'm trying to remember.
Hello, love. Something like that. Love. Did he call her love all the time?
Hello, love. I don't want to call Sharpie love.
You should.
I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't.
Stephen P. Oi.
Well, I decided though yesterday, if I win the lottery, and I was going to buy a lottery ticket just for this one purpose, I want to take a trip to England or to the Great Britain area. I want to go to the tank museum. They have this tank museum. It's the biggest tank museum in the world. And everybody that's thinking fish tanks, relax. It's like army tanks, but they got not a bajillion, but a whole butt ton of army tanks there. And I want to go there, and I want to eat bangers and mash or potatoes. And I want to try their shrimp and chips. I was thinking about this. Allison was telling me how cool her city is there. And
where does she live?
I don't know. But I figure it's there. And Sharpie, can you tell me this? Do you guys all eat Scottish eggs? Because I would love to eat Scottish eggs every day.
I would try once in a while, but I don't think they're that good for you. So
there's no leafy greenness in them.
No, for you they'd be good. You need to thicken up that blood. Bovington Tank Museum. That's what Sharpie's.
That's where I want to go. How far is that from your house, Sharpie? He probably has a membership. They probably let him go and paint the big tanks because he does such a good job on his little tanks. We've got an awesome museum here, Sharpie, in Dayton, Ohio. It's the Air Museum. Like, it has all the World War II and every airplane you can dream of. Have you ever been there?
No, but there's a few in Arizona too, and then there's the graveyard. You can actually see the graveyard and.
But I want to see I have been there, but I enjoy seeing the P-38s. So cool. Black Widows are cool.
Sharpie said Bovington's on the other side of the country.
So it's probably like a 2-hour drive.
And he would love those Scotch eggs.
Oh, cool.
And Dee a butt ton is not as many as a Brazilian. So, no. About what is the relationship? So how many butt tons in a Brazilian?
Probably 100,000 butt tons in a Brazilian.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's a bunch of small butts.
Well, no, just a Brazilian's really big.
Okay.
Because when I think of a Brazilian, I'm thinking of like
astronomical number that's not even registerable.
Like enough blue whales to fill the Gulf of Mexico. No, that's a little too big. Maybe the Hudson.
Jenna P came in. And Whizzle, I don't know if we said hi to Whizzle.
Oh, I had a dream about Jenna P last night.
Really?
Yes. It was really weird because I was like walking and I was watching Storm Shadow fight Jinx. And they're G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
No, not Jinx. Jinx was the red girl Jedi or ninja. It was the guy who was in the samurai outfit he didn't wear a shirt. He had black pants and he wore a thing. I don't remember what his name was now.
I don't remember their names.
Well, she kept telling me that I shouldn't stand so close. And I was like, Jenna P, leave me alone. And that was all. They were fighting their swords like 3 feet from my face.
So she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, and I was thinking, boy, their swords are so short because they were only like 2-foot swords they were fighting with. And I was like, they're so short.
So you were looking at guys with really short swords, and Jenna P said you should probably stand back.
Yeah, because she thought it was dangerous.
Okay. What's up, Brother Dan? Too Cooley. Quick Kick. Is that his name? Quick Kick?
Quick Kick, yes.
Who
came up with that?
Too
Good job, Too Cooley. Awesome. Gosh, I wish I still had all my little G.I. Joes. If I had them, I would have reenacted that dream. Like this.
Jenna says, I probably would. I really want people to be safe.
Yeah.
Whizzle said, thank God I thought he was going to say he had one about me.
You never know who drops into my dreams. You never know. Did you see my awesome 3D head picture of Steven?
Yes.
Oh, I really enjoyed that. I changed the background all myself in that photo. Let me show you what it originally looked like, because I was very pleased with myself. That's what the picture really originally looked like.
Nice.
Not bad to go from that to that.
I actually, it looks great. Steven doesn't even look all that surprised to just be ahead.
Oh, he doesn't like to, on my phone, he doesn't like to stay sideways.
I actually have something I'm working on too that's actually editing a video.
These were some of my other ideas for look. I had the smile and holding his head.
It just looks so inappropriate without anything there.
I had the upset me. I had the You can take a picture now, Dad.
So you should have the picture in the background. You should have changed out the head on the people on those kids. You should have put like Jenna P or both Stephen P back there too. Okay, that one looks really bad. That's the worst one. It's cool that your dad helps you out with all this stuff.
He doesn't get much of a choice. But I made a video. Oh, I put that video out. The video the day before I haven't put out yet. I've got like so many things I got to do.
What's the other video? Or you can't tell us?
Oh, it's a tubbing video.
Oh, okay.
But I was going to put it out, but I thought I should put the Stephen P one out first because it was brand new. I still need to make a video of all the cool stuff I got from when I was hurt and sick.
I need to get my tub set up too. I still haven't done anything with it. It's outside collecting rainwater, probably mosquitoes. So I want to get some fish in there to eat up those mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes can be birthed anywhere between become mosquitoes anywhere between 4 and 14 days.
I need to do something. I just money's been tight. The worst one is the best one, Dee Dee said, and Nano Aquarium guy said Ed's creative process is inspiring.
Aw, I don't know if I have much of a process. It just kind of happens.
And Brookley said, not geek related, but I just noticed that my frog bit and my 55 has gotten huge. I don't know if it could get that big. Problem is they all have leaves with holes in them and a slight yellowing. Huh. Sounds like they're not getting enough of something.
Yeah. You better pee in your tank and see what happens.
Sharpie said he's got a bunch of pics to send to me, local naturey type ones. Very cool.
Don't really pee in your tank.
Because he's going to, people are sending me pictures of their neighborhoods or, areas around them that they really like. So we can do a slideshow stream one day.
Well, the Pika, I was going to work on it. And unfortunately, the water that I washed the sponge out added some brown tint to it.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was gonna paint it during the stream, and I'm just gonna make it bloodier and turn these bumps into blood bumps.
Now, when are you going to see Lefty next? Is it going to be at the Keystone Clash, or is he going to the Triple Crown?
He's going to the Triple Crown.
So you might as well wait to send it, right? Just take it with you and give it to him.
I guess I could do that.
I mean, you only got another Triple Crowns into July?
Yes.
So, I mean, so you don't have too much. By the time you get it all done and ship it out?
And I tell you, this base really makes it. I mean, this is perfect. And I mean, I would paint it so it's a scary base, but since he's a gay guy, I figure, he might like the rainbows. But it's still bloody.
Jesus, Ed.
What?
Nothing.
He likes the colors. I do too.
And
I'm not even gay. I love rainbows. But gay people are great. Am I saying bad stuff? I don't know.
You're killing me. Having trouble today.
Bummer. Do you want to wrap it up, buddy?
No, we're good. I was just going to say, though, that we got an hour, and less than an hour, Wet Your Plants, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got about 55 minutes. And then Stephen and Kelly do Wet Your Plants. So we can we go until then and pass it over to them.
Sure. And I mean, as long as you're feeling good,
yeah,
I'll keep going. I might have to go and get some more pop. But then maybe not. But all my ice is melted.
I probably need to get some more water too here soon. All right. What other shows though have we watched, or movies, or anything? Anything recently? I told you I did watch Morbius.
What did you think of it?
I didn't hate it by any means. I just
I didn't hate it. I enjoyed the beginning. I enjoyed it I enjoyed the whole thing, but I felt like it never had the real ending.
Oh, no, definitely not. And I can't remember who was saying it too, but they were saying, I can't remember who it was. We talked about it a little bit in one of the chats, and they were saying that it wasn't standalone, and that a good movie can be a standalone by itself, even if it was made to be a trilogy. And I agree with that, but at the same time, I feel like because you know that they're going to put out another one, it's okay that it doesn't have the ending, as long as they do. If they don't, I always feel like you have to take all the movies, like the Harry Potter ones, even though they are more standalone and they wrap things up. I feel like you have to take the overall, all the series as a whole.
I've got a question for you. Who owns the rights to Blade and Ghost Rider?
I don't know. It might have gone back to Disney by now.
I don't know, because I heard that.
Well, let's look it up real quick.
Morpheus was supposed to join they've got a movie planned to have all three of them as a team. Or Morbius, rather, not Morpheus. And that's something. I still haven't seen the new Matrix movie.
Let's see. This is I watched that too. It was okay. It feels sort of like
Matrix.
It just I don't know. Some of these movies feel like they're just doing it and trying to capture the nostalgia, like the Bill and Ted movie, the newest one. I loved Bill and Ted back in the day, but the new one was just, I don't know. Same with Jay and Silent Bob. Blade was at New Line. Let's see where it's at now, though. Lionsgate had Punisher, and Columbia had rights to Ghost Rider and Luke Cage. 2012. Oh, right now that Marvel has it back. Marvel has them all back. Ghost Rider, Blade, Luke Cage, Punisher, Daredevil, Elektra, all of that stuff came back to Marvel in 2012.
And Namor. Oh, Namor's newer than that. Namor just got bought back like 3 years ago. Right at the beginning of COVID, I believe.
Sorry, I just want to read this some more and see if there's any more information about the stuff.
Oh, Too Cool. He said he's owned by Disney now.
Blade is set to join the MCU in his own feature film. And Ghost Rider series being in development at Marvel.
Okay. Oh, a TV series. That'd be pretty good.
And then, of course, we saw Daredevil in No Way Home.
Maybe it was Moon Knight and not Morbius. Maybe it was Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, and Blade.
Gosh, that would make sense.
So many years.
But Morbius, I think, could also fit in there. I think either one of those would be okay. They both sort of have the same type of vibe.
Well, that's why I was thinking the whole time when I was watching the movie, they made Morbius so much more powerful than he is. I was thinking maybe they're making him powerful enough to be able to hang with a Ghost Rider.
Gotcha. But I just hope they continue with that and make more of them, and then I'll judge it. Because if it's just a standalone movie, meh.
Oh, but the bad guy in Morpheus, the Russian guy, oh man, he was a nasty guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a really good bad guy.
Yeah. The other vampire guy, right? That's what you're talking about? Who was Doctor Who. He was a Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he was the crappy one that came in after the really good one.
I liked him too.
He is.
Oh, Karis, he said new Beavis and Butthead movie coming soon. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah, and Too Cooley said, bah, Namor. You better watch it, Too Cooley.
I love Namor. I just hope they don't make Namor a really, really big baddie.
I have a feeling they're going to make it a little bit bad guy who's misunderstood and misunderstands things and turns things around. That's how I feel like they're going to do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it kind of is normally.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, even though that guy, he's been around he's the original Marvel character, but I mean, he's been in every group there is. He was part of the Four.
No.
Fantastic.
Oh,
not the
no.
Fantastic.
Don't
Yeah,
look at the chat.
Fantastic Four.
Chat. Don't look at it. Ed, don't look. Don't. I see you looking. Stop. It's too late, too coolly. Run. Run. I'll try and hold him back.
You know, he probably just really loves blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aquaman. Is my guess. And I understand. If you love Aquaman and then you find out that he's just a carbon copy of Namor, but give him blonde hair and blue eyes, I get it. Even though Aquaman doesn't have the cool wings on his ankles. Just saying.
And what is it about him that you love so much? I mean, I know a lot of times it's hard to quantify what makes us, like our.
Well,
what affinity do you share with him? What is it that you've always liked the ocean?
Yeah, I love everything that comes out of the ocean, pretty much. I love all the sea monsters that come out of it, and I love him, and I like Aquaman. And I love the new Aquaman in the movies. He's amazing. But Namor, I think I kind of like how he's always rejected by all the girls in the comic books, because every girl he gets a crush on, he gets rejected.
Yeah.
Well,
he was a king, right? Wasn't he a king?
No, well, he was a king after everything was gone. He was the prince, but everybody else died.
Gotcha.
So he kind of became the king because there's nobody left. And what's really weird, though, okay, he's like 10,000 years old, right? And the Atlanteans are all gone, but yet there's still like 5 or 6 bad guy Atlanteans. Like this guy Sharky, he's running around. But how did only bad guy Atlanteans live? Yeah. And him? But that's hang-ups on comic books.
Well, maybe all of the Atlanteans were just douchebags, and I got that right out of the chat there. But maybe all the Atlanteans were douchebag, and he was the exception to the rule. So all the other bad guys are just normal Atlanteans, and he was different.
And I think a big part of it was.
So that's why there's no other good ones, because they're wondering. It's like Elric of Melnibone. He's
half human. All other Atlanteans are blue. So I mean, he's not even accepted by them, and I like that. But then now,
so he was an outcast, and he was a little bit of a.
Yeah, I mean his mom banged a sailor.
Story told a million times.
Yep. The sailor thought he was nailing a manatees, and it turned out it was a mermaid. But no. Nevertheless, I even made like a fan fiction movie for him to come in for the MCU. I thought would be perfect because, Thor's people have been around forever. And I thought it would be awesome. This is just the basis of my story. But before Thor, the Atlantean or his people were still around, and they were taking care of all those schmucks up in the north. And I was going to have them go into war with the Atlanteans. Well, I was going to have Thor's uncle and second cousin go to war and wipe out all of the Atlanteans, and then Namor goes and kills his uncle and cousin. Okay? And his cousin could be like Mercury type guy with the little wings on his freaking feet, and that's how Namor got the little feet things that I hate. And the trident could have been owned by his uncle. And so he has 2 of the Asgardian weapons. And then when Thor sees him, they can have like a little fist fight and stuff and say, "Oh, I can't believe that he's still alive," or "He's the horriblest," and it would have been great. Oh, well.
So Poseidon and Hermes, or
Mercury
But that's the same one. Hermes and Mercury, weren't they the same?
All of them have been duplicated. But
Eduardo,
you'd have to find somebody relevant to their storyline or mythology, because that's Greek and Roman instead.
Yeah.
But still, you can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they end up being best buddies. Or not
Cooley
necessarily
said
best buddies, but
Namor made Reed Richards seem humble and likable.
well, thank you.
No, she's saying that Namor was so unlikable and just so conceited that he made Reed Richards seem humble and likable. That Reed Richards was
Yeah, he just brings out the best in everybody. And I totally agree. Reed Richards was so boring and not as cool as I wanted Jim Halpert to be in the last movie.
Yeah, I'd like to see where he goes with that, though. I could see him as that character, and I would like to see him in the MU.
Oh, me too.
Because I mean, it wasn't
his hair.
It was just a short, a little bit
dark. His beard and hair was all dyed dark. I didn't like that.
His beard was very thick.
Yeah, it didn't look like. And then if he has a big beard like that, can he stretch his beard out?
I don't know if the hair is stretchable.
I know, because it's normally nice and tight against his head, and his head goes, and it just kind of stretches with his head. In the comic books, and he has nice little white stripes, on the side of his head. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to not look forward to it, so it's good.
I love that they at least touched on those different universes, like we're starting to see them start to pull in all these other ones. So at some point, we will have all of our favorites in there, including the Micronauts and including Blade and Ghost Rider and all these ones. They'll all be brought in at some point, Now, we have a lot to look forward to.
I saw a photo of a video that they've come out for either one of the Spider-Man movies coming up or the next Venom movie coming up. But it's our Peter Parker sitting with Venom on a couch. So I don't know if it's just them sitting together promoting a movie or doing a movie together.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
There's so much coming. We're just it's the golden age of superhero movies.
And Morbius too is actually definitely on they've already got the script out and everything, and they're getting ready to do it.
They've had the Micronauts one forever. It kept getting just shut down and shut down and shut down. I just hope that they bring it in at some point, because there's a lot they can do with it. It can explain a lot of the quantum realm. There's just so much they can do there. Plus, one of the Micronauts was a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy too, Bug. So it'd be good to see, that all happen and him joining the Guardians and tying in those together. And I don't know. I'm excited to see it all.
Hey, why was the astrophysicist digging holes?
Why?
He was looking for wormholes.
Oh. We were talking about jokes this morning about when my son was Aiden. His favorite, he had two jokes that were really good. Why'd the monkey fall out of the tree?
I don't know.
Because it was dead.
Aww.
He told me that when he was like 8, and he loved it. And the other one was the knock knock one that,
knock knock.
No, it's the other way around. I have to say it to you because you don't know it.
Knock knock. Wait, who says knock knock first?
I do, because I know the joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat mop.
Finish it. What do you do with the knock knock joke? You got to do the whole thing.
Knock knock. I don't know.
This is Fish Fam Christmas all over again.
Give me a knock knock joke. Okay.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat mop.
There's one more word you're missing at the end of that. If it's a knock knock, you don't know who it is. I hate you. You're supposed to add a who. Remember, that's the joke. That's the cadence of the knock knock jokes. So let's try it again. You add a who to the end of what I asked you. So knock knock.
I mop poo.
Knock, knock. Who's there? That's
I
you.
eat my poo.
There you go. You eat your poo? I eat my poo. I eat my poo. Oh
I'll just go with it. I don't know.
I eat my poo. Mop who? Mop.
Oh, look, Zen Ginger wrote it out. I eat mop poo.
And then you say it together. I eat my poo.
I eat my poo.
So, and again, I got John and Lisa with that one. I did a super chat, and I did that one, and John didn't get it, and he said it like twice, and then he goes, "Okay, Lisa, let's do this," because maybe we got to do this because he wasn't getting it. So he said knock knock to her, and then he read it, and then she said, "I eat my poo," and he went. You just told 500 people that you eat your poo. That was tough to get through that.
Hey, guppies and dogs are cute.
Are you talking about people who eat poo?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that was tough. That was tough to get through that knock joke.
That's why guppies get internal parasites so fast. It spreads through tanks so fast.
They'll just eat anything.
Poops.
They'll eat anything. Yeah, Dee Lisa fell for it. So did John, though. John had no clue what he was doing. And then afterwards, when he realized what it was, he just went. Oh. All right,
we'll see if we can get her to do it again someday.
Maybe another 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
I don't know. Let's make it like quarter till. And again, wet your plants on Stephen P's channel, and you can look at fishfam.link and see everybody coming up. But you got Stephen and Kelly, and then you got Austin, our buddy Austin, Fantastic Freaks, and then you got the Metalheads and Bob Steenfott. You've got Drew, and Gina's Reef is going to be on with Drew tonight. You got I think I forgot some. Oh, Grant at 9 p.m. Garden of Eden, and then you also
Grant's
got
awesome. All those other people are awesome too.
Alex,
I just wasn't paying attention at the time.
Secret History, Alex. Lefty doesn't do Monday nights anymore, right? Lefty moved to Tuesdays at 5. Oh. He hasn't been doing the Monday night one for a while now.
Oh, and my friend Mitch is starting on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night's so crowded. I don't know why people are picking Tuesday nights. There's been a few new ones in the last.
What's on Tuesday nights?
Well, first is Lefty at 5, and then me at 6:30, Susan at 7, but then Alex moved, so he was at 7 as well. And I usually go for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then Wizzle and Hippie John are at 7:30, and then Mitch, you said, right? When is
Mitch
this starting?
Wants to start at 8:30.
At 8:30, which actually is probably not a bad time. Actually, that's probably a decent time. I'm trying to think if there's somebody else in there. I don't think there is. At Bentley Pasco, Catfish Terry, Dr. Black. I think I got them all. I might have forgot somebody in there.
Yeah, he had like his practice stream last week on Wednesday. And I came on to tell him, this is not a good time to be doing your stream, because it was at 9:30 or something. And it was like he was going up against Dan and Primetime Aquatics.
Yeah.
And it's like, those are the two power hitters right there.
And again, you can go whenever you want at any time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But you got to be smart about it. Most people are going to want to go see those two and not want to see a newer person as much. No offense. I consider myself a newer person.
But he said that's why he did it, was he wanted to go when nobody would watch him practice.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
well, that makes sense for that one. Or he could have just made it unlisted and just told a few people about it.
Oh, he was just trying to figure out how to do StreamYards for the first time and do all that stuff.
Lefty's Tuesday night, I don't think is members only. I don't think it is.
He did members only on Friday this week because I wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, I don't think his Tuesdays is members only. I think it's just a regular stream. And Scotty's doing one at 8:10 this Tuesday night with the people from I Am a Snail.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm not sure if everybody will be there. I think Myrtle might have to be in the chat. I don't think Myrtle's going to be up on the stream, but I think everybody else is up on the stream.
I am a snail.
You are.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you've ever said.
Oh yeah, and Whip said Eric and Eddie. I don't know
you
who
are
Eddie
a Placosta miss.
Might be doing a
you
2 o'clock stream on Sundays. Myrtle and chat, everyone else will be present. Yeah.
If you haven't seen I Am a Snail, raise your hand. This might take a while. I don't know if there's anybody out there, but it is an amazing video.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody hasn't watched it.
I Am a Snail. I got to see it like 2 months early. Was I with you?
I didn't get to see it.
What, was it you and I together?
Oh, yes. Yes.
We were with Stephen P., and then he let all the girls in.
And Kenny, too.
Oh, and Kenny, too. That's awesome. That was so
Did we
much
get
fun.
we didn't get to see it, right?
Well, we got to hear the song.
We got to hear the song.
He was still editing and stuff.
Yeah, we got to hear the song.
And I keep a secret. They said, you got to keep a secret, Ed. And it's like, I don't keep a secret.
Oh, man, if I... Nothing.
What, did you tell?
No, just so many things.
Oh. Do you have a secret?
I'm a therapist.
Oh. I am a snail.
Therapist.
I hope that they do that again.
Have you ever heard of a cat chiropractor?
Well, I kind of fancy myself as a cat chiropractor.
So somebody was really upset with me because I made a joke about I thought they were joking. They are a cat chiropractor. They specialize chiropractic for cats specifically. And I just thought it was very strange to be so, and I thought they were joking, but they were not. And they were very upset with me. They are really a cat chiropractor. Why just cats? Why not cats and why? I just don't get it.
Dogs and cats have different skeletal,
but not that much different. I mean,
cats are really flexible, and dogs, when you try to twist them, are hard to twist.
I
don't know.
Is this from experience?
When you drop a cat, they land on their feet, and I am very clumsy, so I've dropped a lot of things. So it's probably best that I just hang on to things that land on their feet.
Our cat's not doing so well either. He's lost a lot of weight, and he's just not taking care of himself. He doesn't clean himself at all. We've been cleaning him extra, and I mean, we always did, but we've been having to really do a lot. And he's just, I mean, again, he's up there. He's 18 or 19 years old. So,
well, I'm in a situation with my mom's cat.
Yeah.
I've got to find a cat groomer that will groom him in the way she wants.
Why do you have to find the cat groomer that works with her?
Because I've got to drive the cat somewhere.
Oh.
And she doesn't like any of the groomers I've taken her to so far. And we've gone to 3 different ones in this town. This town only has 6,000 people. So that's all the vet shops, pretty much. So now I'm going to look towards Cleveland and Hickson.
Hey, not to change the subject, but Brother Dan had a question. Who was Charlize Theron's character in Doctor Strange? And I don't remember her in Doctor Strange. Who was she in Doctor Strange? I don't even remember her in.
She's the chick that's walking him into, from the other. She's from a different. Ouch! Hit my toe. She's in purple at the very end when his eyeball turns to the third color. I love her, by the way. I think she was in all purple.
Clea. Her name was Clea. I've never heard of Clea.
Am I right?
Yes, you caused an incursion, and we're going to fix it. Clea claps back.
Yeah.
And she slices a hole through Earth's 616 reality, which opens up on a colorful space-like dimension. Unless you're afraid.
And you see, I just don't. And
I didn't even recognize that it was her.
That's what left a weird feeling in my stomach when his third eye popped out.
Yeah. 1964, she made her first appearance. Strange Tales number 126.
Holy crap, I thought she was born in 1973.
She was known to be a powerful sorceress from the dark dimension. You know, the place in which Strange faced off against Dormammu. She's half Faltine. She's half Faltine. Not Saltine. She's not half Saltine. She's half Faltine. She can generate her own mystical energy.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I was thinking you don't want to get a cracker wet, Saltine.
In the comics, Strange and Clea, who started off as Strange mentee after she witnessed his confrontation with Dormammu, the door guy in the dark dimension, go from allies and rebels, then from lovers to spouses. And Clea actually succeeds her husband as Sorcerer Supreme at one point.
Well, she won't be marrying this guy because he's not Sorcerer Supreme.
And, you know, I kept forgetting that the guy who is the Sorcerer Supreme in the MCU right now, his first name is also Benedict.
Oh, wow. Whole bunch of traitors in that show.
I did not know that, and I didn't realize that was Charlize Theron.
Oh, no, never mind. I had almost an epiphany. When you said Benedict, I was like, are all Bens Benedicts? But no, they're Benjamins.
Yeah.
So not all Bens are traitors.
No. Uncle Ben. He wasn't a traitor.
Benjamin, or was he?
I don't know.
He was a traitor?
No, he wasn't. That's what I was saying.
Oh.
He wasn't.
Okay. But now, if you're an English guy, though, Benedict would be an honorable person.
Yeah.
Because he was only a traitor to the U.S., and that was during our war. So they probably think Benedicts are pretty cool. I love Benedict eggs.
Cumberbuns?
No, Benedict Arnold eggs.
I've never had them.
Oh. Seriously?
Yeah. Never had them.
What are they? Okay, you take English muffins, which is kind of funny. They splice it open, which is really hard to find in the South.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of my Benedict Arnold eggs aren't even with English muffins down here. They use other types of muffins that are similar. But you take an English muffin, you put your it's supposed to be a poached egg, but you can put a fried egg. And then, a slice of ham, egg on top of the ham, and then holiday sauce on top of it. So good. And there's always two. If they only give you one, don't pay for
it. It comes in pairs?
Yeah.
The Benedict Arnold
need to be opened.
The Benedict Arnold egg.
Well, it's Eggs Benedict. That's what it's
Eggs
called.
Benedict. Oh, I've heard that before. Okay. I've heard that before. Just wasn't connecting. I don't think I've ever had it, though, but I have heard that. Eggs Benedict. Yes. I didn't realize that it was Benedict Arnold, though, that's who it was named after. You really like those or something?
It's not. I don't know. I just always assumed it was. But I love them. They're one of my favorite eggs.
I love Eggs Benedict. Sounds amazing, Brookley said.
See, Gina's awesome. Well, you know what? There may not be too many in the South. Just because there's not hardly any English muffins down here. I mean, you can always find English muffins at McDonald's. But I have a hard time finding them at our grocery store and Walmart.
Yeah, that's weird.
So weird.
Yeah. And Jenna says there are restaurants here that do crab cake Benedict for brunch. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds delish.
I prefer a slice of ham. The thicker, the better.
And Whip says I've had deviled eggs. I do like deviled eggs.
Ooh. I love me some good deviled eggs.
Yeah.
When last time we were at Aquashella, everybody at my table but me ordered deviled eggs. And I wish I would have. But I ordered first. And then LRB went and he says, I want the deviled eggs. I'm like, are you kidding me? They're $18. And then James like, I'll have the deviled eggs. And
how many deviled eggs did you get?
I got 2 because 2 people gave me.
No, but I mean, what
each.
was it? What was in a for $18? What was in the serving? How many eggs?
Oh, well, 6 slices, so 3 eggs.
3 eggs for what? $18?
Yeah.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and Flips Aquatics flipped for the bill. He paid the whole bill.
So you should have got him. You
I
lost
know,
out on
and Rob got him too. And then the guy next to me, I don't even know who he was, but he had beat cancer. So Rob asked him to eat with us and stuff because he hadn't been to an Aquashella for a long time. And, Rob's been there since the beginning. So it was the first time I met the guy. And he's like a volunteer dude. And real nice. He ordered steak. Okay. Everything in this joint is super expensive,
Where were we?
At that resort.
Oh, okay. It wasn't at the steak place where you guys went out for dinner. It was at the resort itself. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was. At the
everything
resort.
was way overpriced. Yes.
So I got the tater tots, stuffed baked tater tots for $13.95, and I was going to get that for myself anyway because I love them, and it was like one thing I could afford, and I've been looking forward to it all year long. They bring it out on a cookie sheet.
Yeah.
And they pour chili all over it, and cheese and sour cream.
What kind of chili?
Good type of chili, not Cincinnati crap.
I mean, like chili you would eat in a bowl, like with no beans or beans and gotcha.
Beef and beans.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, people from Cincinnati. I know you're really proud of your chili. It's just horrific. It's like the cheap liquid meat that you get at a gas station. There's like gas stations where you can.
Well, there's got to be a good version of it, though. I mean, there's probably cheap versions and good versions, don't you think? They would use good cuts of meat.
James and I went to. What we did is we said, what is Cincinnati famous for? What food? Because this is what we always do. Well, I always do. When I go to a new city, I always want to find what they're famous for.
Yeah.
And it said they're chili. So then I say, what restaurants have award-winning chili? Cincinnati chili. So we went to the Blue Ribbon Cafe, I think is what it's called. And if you're from Cincinnati, you know exactly what I'm talking about because it's like famous there. We went there and we got the chili lasagna. And it was their chili with tortillas in between and cheese on top. And then I had them bring me extra sour cream to pull the weird spices out of it. But it's like when I was in college, I would get a chili dog at the gas station for $1.
Yeah.
I'd buy $2 for this lunch. And, they have this thing where you pump the cheese on top, and they have another pump for the chili, which is just liquid meat. Well, I would take a cup and I'd fill it with chili and cheese. And I would say, oh, I don't want to put it on the hot dogs until I get home so it doesn't mess up the buns. And then I would just eat that with a spoon because it was more food. But it was gross. And that's what their chili was. Liquid gas station chili.
Cincinnati, do better.
And I told the guy, there's no beans in your chili. And he says, I've never heard of putting beans in your chili. Well, he probably didn't say it like that. I don't know what a Cincinnati accent is. But
I mean, that's a common thing. You have to not. I mean, I don't like beans in my chili. When I make chili, I do put a little bit, but I don't do a lot of beans. I do when I buy like pre-made chili. I always buy the kind with no beans because I like it so much better. But you got to go out of your way to find it. That's what I mean.
Well,
standard chili has beans in it.
But I've had like that stuff in a can.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. Like you can make manwich out of it or something. It tastes more like a manwich.
I put them on hot dogs, like the Wolf brand. That's super cheap. It's probably like close to dog food.
Maybe Cincinnati does. Yeah, it's a lot like dog food. But Cincinnati adds like a lot of extra spice to it. Like maybe, I don't know, red pepper and cayenne. I don't know. They throw some weird stuff in there.
That doesn't sound weird. I put cayenne and red pepper in my chili all the time.
It's like you can taste the herbs. Like, I mean, as in grainy. I don't know. It was just the weirdest chili.
Michael says, I was born in Cincy, now live just west of there, and never heard of a Blue Ribbon restaurant.
Well, they're cafes. Let's do, and maybe it's called Blue Diner.
Oh, we missed a question.
Diners in Cincinnati.
Missed a question from Chewy. He wants to know if you're a wrestling fan.
I was actually thinking about going to a wrestling event this Saturday, which is so weird.
Michael says, next time try Skyline. That sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah, Skyline
four-way with beans. I want chili now.
Maybe it was Skyline.
I wonder if we have, and a cheese coney. I wonder if we have the stuff to make chili. It's too late though. It's almost dinner time already. Another couple hours. It's almost 5, so we usually eat between like 5 and 6 o'clock because we're old. Shut up, people.
Blue Cafe in Cincinnati.
Blue Ribbon? Or are you just going to try the blue?
Here's Blue Jay. This is the place. We ate at Blue Jay Restaurant, I think, is the one we stayed at, or had at.
I think you offended Michael A. I think you owe an apology.
Nope, not going to have it because my stomach was offended. And my stomach comes first.
Gina. Point. Old. Skyline does not have anything that resembles lasagna.
Yeah, it was that other one. But
and maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just that specific. Michael says, I used to like you, Ed.
I keep it real here, buddy.
Hey, you're not going to like everything, right? Doesn't, But I don't think there is any, I don't know. It's so difficult to say, I tried chili in Cincinnati and it's horrible. To me, it's hard to do because you'd have to try it from like a bunch of different places.
It's just like how James said he didn't like Chicago pizza. Chicago pizza, thick pizza, is the best pizza in the world. But he's used to the crappy pizza here, and he likes crappy pizza. And most of the people, at least in this side of Tennessee, are just used to, Domino's pizza.
Parmesan cheese. I like to get a really good Parmesan that you grate yourself, and it's delicious. Yes. Aiden doesn't like it. He likes the cheap Kraft. It's got sawdust in it stuff. Same exact thing. He doesn't like the good kind. He likes because that's what he always had. We always had that. We ate it a lot.
But then there's like in your own family.
Whip said Ed hates Cincinnati chili and kids.
Unless they're little girls that make Girl Scout cookies. And then I love them. Keep baking, girls.
Chicago pizza is pizza. I mean, it says it right in the name.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite pizza is from St. Louis. Well, it's not. I don't know where Pantera's originates from.
Pantera's
Pizza.
Is that the one that Whip took? He brought pizza to Jason and John from KG. He went over to John's house, Primetime Aquatics, and brought them pizza. And I think where'd he get it from? Where'd you get it from, Whip?
There's Pantera's still scattered throughout the country, but it used to be a huge chain like Pizza Hut, but they went out of business when all the Little Caesars and Domino's and Papa John's, the cheap pizza, came out because they couldn't compete.
Pequod's. That's what he was talking about. Different one. Okay.
but I would eat it.
Godfather's used to be good pizza. Godfather's pizza used to be good, but then they got bought out by somebody. I don't know if they went bankrupt or what, but now you find them in like up here, the gas stations
they have them here too in the gas stations. But the restaurants are still wonderful. In Omaha, there's still restaurants, but that's where it started in Omaha.
I worked at one in Arizona, and in the 80s, and it was, I mean, I used to make, for myself to take home, I'd make like a 5-pound pie. It was just, it was so good.
My sister's rehearsal dinner was at a Godfather's Pizza in Kansas City. And my dad bought us my dad ended up doing both dinners, the reception and the rehearsal. But I don't know, he bought like every pizza on the menu. It was so awesome. So I tried pizza I'd never tried before, like the taco pizza. It was good even. But my favorite pizza was the Supreme with black olives and everything else. I loved the Supreme. And that's what the hunk is. It basically tastes a lot like the original. Ooh, who's barking?
11. I think Michelle's home.
Oh, okay. It tastes, the hunk tastes like 2 Godfather's Supremes on top of each other. The hunk is just so thick. And the hunk is my favorite pizza in the world. It's the pizza that Pantera's has been selling since the 70s.
I do like a good pizza. And, there is no bad pizza.
It's just I miss the good pizza.
There's some pizza that's better than others, but I don't care what it is. That, just like Whip said, it's really hard to screw up pizza. Even New York pizza is tolerable. And I agree with that.
I want pizza that's almost an inch thick. And you cannot
I like
find
it. Now, Terry disagrees with me, but every Chicago-style pizza I ever had in Chicago, and Terry lives very close to Chicago, and Whip, you live in Chicago, but very close. Every time I had a Chicago-style pizza, it was, not a super, super thick crust, but you could hold it up and it would hold the weight. It wasn't just something to fold and grease was dripping off of. It was something that would hold the weight. But then the sauce, all the toppings, and then a thick layer of cheese to hold all the toppings on. That's how I always had a Chicago style. Terry says, no, that's not true. And I've never had one that wasn't that way. And I love that the cheese goes on top to hold everything on. And the same with Godfather's. That's the way the Godfather's was made.
I like the Giannitos. Is that the super famous one in Chicago?
I don't know. I haven't been back there since forever.
Don't think.
We used to go to Shakey's, which was not good pizza, but
I don't know. You probably hold it.
We used to go there because they had a big screen TV, like in the 70s. They had one of those projection screens. So if my dad couldn't make it in to see the Cubs, we'd go to Shakey's Pizza. He'd get a pitcher of beer. I'd get some pizza, play Pong.
Well, there is just absolutely no big-ass pizza here. And I like big-ass pizza.
The New York style is thin. Yeah, thin style. Super thin. Like the foldable. They like it foldable. You're supposed to be able to fold it up. And again, I'll eat that. I'm not upset by eating that. Bring me a pizza. I'll eat it right friggin' now. Yeah,
but I buy Little Caesars all the time, but it's just not, it's like, I don't know. It's like you can have a McDonald's burger or you can have a burger from a really nice place.
Speaking of that, I tried an Arby's burger. Arby's has burgers now. They have a Wagyu burger. It was okay. It's got Thousand Island sauce on it, which I'm not a big fan of on burgers. It's okay.
I just had a burger too.
The meat was pretty good. But Arby's just started selling these, I guess, and we finished all of our shopping on Saturday, and it was. We didn't eat lunch, and it was going to be we were just there by Arby's, and it was the place to go. So I ended up getting an Arby's hamburger for the very first time, and it was all right. I think I'm going to try it with maybe like barbecue sauce instead or something. I didn't like
Arby's sauce is so good.
Arby's sauce on it would have been very good. That would have been better than Thousand Island.
Well, I just had the new Predator burger at Hardee's. And
we don't have them here. We don't have the Hardee's here.
Oh, do you have Carl Jr.?
No,
Oh, wow.
not around me. There probably is Hardee's in New York, but just nowhere near us.
Well, Hardee's, it seems like it's always about to go out of business, and then they come up with a new burger that everybody comes and tries, and they hate it, and they wait for the next super burger. And it's like every 3 months they have some new super burger, and it's like I hit like 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
And so I hit this Predator one because, Jurassic Park. I'm going to do it. And it's a burger with prime rib on it, and it's just roast beef. And yeah, it was just sloppy and gross. They have these terrible onion rings that basically, I don't think they have onion in it. It's just a fried circle of nastiness.
Oh, gotcha.
And they put that on there. And I think that's what really junked it up.
See, now, and Carl's Jr., which is related to Hardee's, just like you knew, right? Because they're out west, right? Carl's Jr., I love the Western bacon cheeseburger. They had onion rings, so I would put extra onion rings. I put Swiss cheese on there, extra bacon, that barbecue sauce, and oh my God, that still to this day is my favorite. That's my favorite fast food burger.
They used to make good onion rings, I thought.
And maybe they don't anymore. I mean, I haven't been to a Carl's Jr. in 30 years, probably.
They stopped making curly fries, too. And they were like the first to make curly fries.
We had baked potatoes that were just a potato that was baked with real whatever you put on it. It wasn't fake stuff.
Yeah, we used to get that at Wendy's.
I also worked at a Rally's. That was like, I guess, Checkers in different places. They have Checkers by you. But there's Rally's.
I've been to Rally's many times.
Okay.
And
I worked at one of those, and we had a guy come in like once a week at least, always asking for broccoli. Because Carl's Jr. had broccoli for the potatoes. And we called him Broccoli Man because he came in and we're like, dude, Carl's Jr. down the street. We don't have it. We don't have broccoli. You give me a side of broccoli. No, there's no broccoli. And then I also they started selling burritos and I think just burritos. I think that was it. And we had a guy come through the line. Now, this is Arizona. He comes through the line. He goes, yeah, I'll take a taco, a burrata, and an enchilada. And I was dying. I was laughing. Enchilada, a burrata. And we sold one of those. I think we sold like burritos that weren't very good at all. But I worked a lot of those fast food places in the 70s.
I don't think we have Rallies or Checkers here.
Oh, you know what? It's almost time for Stephen P. And Michelle just got home. So we better.
Oh, crap. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. You guys made this show really fun. And hopefully we can do it next week because it'd be awesome. Rico, you're a superstar, awesome, fun guy to hang out with. And Mods, you guys are amazing too. So guys, thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. And I have to hit the end broadcast because James isn't here.
Bop, bop, boop, boop, bop, boop, beep, boop, bop, beep, boop.